Oh, howdy, partners. Hello there. Right, let's hope we have a nice picture. Go on, let's give me a nice picture of Skyrim. Come on. Yes, yes, we have a picture. Right, this is going to be no fun, no frolics. Unless I can squeeze one in somewhere. But this is, I would just like you, just out of, just something to throw up. I would just like to do a quick tour of Whiterun. Let's hope nothing goes wrong, nothing attacks us. And you notice, now I'm going to do a very detailed tour of Riverwood. I want you to take note of every little thing. So we've got a few notices here. Riverwood to the right, Elgin to the left. Riften, I don't know if it's Riften is correct actually, but Markard, Whiterun, yeah, all that way. Right, okay. So I'm going to point out every detail. So as you notice, there's a fire ball thing here, a wall there, also a wall there, okay. On the right we have some wood here, okay, and then we have this lovely kind of, what do you call it, a guard wall, a nice entrance to Riverwood. Right, now on my left you'll see we have a nice walkway, okay. Now well, I won't say. Actually, I will say that on the next one. Right. So there's some wood over here, and a large pile of woods on the left there. Okay. All right. On the right we have Riverwood Mill. Okay, which is run by Hod and let's see, and Girder. Okay, they own this particular wood cutting facility. Right, there's got a cutting facility there, some logs of wood on the left there, okay. A nice wheel here, a nice kind of water wheel here, and this leads down to a pile of wood at the bottom, okay. So take all this in, because it will become, Gimli, you're in the way. Okay, we'll take the other route. On second thoughts, we will cancel that because I did not mean to press that button. But apparently, this is what happens. They come off the pile, they go down, and it all gets chopped up. Well, it got me past him, at least, if nothing else. Right, okay, so now we continue around the back. Alright. Now, there's a nice little fence all the way along here, okay, which leads to 2 or 3 piles of wood here. Although, I mean, that's a real pile, that's maybe a real pile, and the other ones are just little bits, okay? Then we have, and this is all stone brickwork here, this thing here. Right, then we have a little walkway here, which leads along to the end, okay, across the river. What can I do for you? Now, take note of all the details here, okay? Pieces of wood there, a couple of piles of wood there, some barrels, a table here with an axe and a couple of baskets, plus some wood here, a little kind of grindstone here, and a little bit of wood here. Okay, so take note of all these details. It all will become apparent in my next video. Okay, right, so some wood there, and then we have another crossing here that leads back into the town. Over here, just a kind of tree stump here, and over yonder there you'll see a bridge that leads out of Riverwood. Okay, if you want to go towards Whiterun. Right, let's go back to where I was. I'll try and do this nice and fast. We'll skip and jump over there if we can. Oh, that's it. And there's a few people milling about. You might see Fanduel walking along here. They all have set routines, by the way. I have made a few notes as I've coming in each day. And I don't want to spend too long doing this because the time will be rolling on. But Fanduel collects wood from here, and he takes it all the way to his house at certain times of the day, and he piles it up inside, or he puts it outside, okay, and puts it on the pile. What can I do for you, friend? The blacksmith, he works here all day, and on an evening he whips over to the pub, alright, and possibly pops just in there with Sigrid. Sigrid kind of does a little bit of everything. She kind of comes over to where Alvor is, has a little chat. She's indoors cooking, and she sometimes will go and collect some wood as well. Okay, then we have the old lady's house, which is, this is Sven and Hilda's house. So we'll go in here, and you notice there's a tanning rack on the right.
What can I do for you, friend?
Right, we'll put the torch on. Okay, now look at everything in this room. Okay, a chair there, a couple of barrels, a cupboard, a barrel, a beer keg. Take this all in. All will become apparent at some point. Okay, then the fire with a little pot there. Then there's a table, small table here with 2 chairs, a cupboard. So take note of where everything is. A chest at the bottom of the bed, a bed there, side table there, bed there. Another barrel there and a little thing there. Okay. Alright. We'll open the door. So that's Hilda and Sven's house. Sven is the guy that's after, Camilla. And there's a little tanning thing. There's a couple of barrels here with some wood. Okay. And if you go around the back of her house, you will see a couple of barrels, a couple of pieces of wood, and a wheelbarrow. Okay? Now you probably wonder why I got a torch out. That's because we're going to go into another house. Right, then we go into the blacksmith area. Okay, now you notice there's a rack there for weapons, okay, which is a hammer and a sword. You will notice there's 2 piles of wood. There's a barrel, and there's a bench just here. Okay. Got that? Right, then we'll go into where Alvor is. Okay, and we notice there's a bench on the right, there's a chair and a tanning rack, some wood, a table with some weapons on, sword, shield maybe there, and a grindstone, plus the blacksmith's forge with the water dip there, the anvil, and the, what do you call that thing? Bellows, that's it. Right, inside the house, now hopefully we can go in. We might have to break our way in a couple of houses.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
None of your business. Right, we come in. This is Sigrid and Alvor's house. Now on the left there's Sigrid sat down at the table there, and there's a table here with about 2 or 3 chairs. All right. Okay, it goes all along here. There's a cupboard on the left. There is 2 of these on the wall. Okay, barrel in the corner there, and stairs leading down. Okay, but I'm not going to look at that for a very good reason. Right, there's a fire with a little bit of wood on the left. There is a kind of, I don't know, a cauldron kind of thing there. There is a bed. Right, the bed is pretty much opposite the door with a chest at the bottom. A cupboard here, basket, a table with 2 chairs, okay, and a bed on the right, okay, and then there's a fish here, and well, I don't know what that is on the wall there, but and you'll see a large antelope there. Yeah, they're kind of like antelopes in this town. I don't know why. I see a lot of them around. Right, it's kind of approaching evening now. Right, then we have the Riverwood Trader. You notice there's a cart out here with some cabbages in. Alright, then outside we have some wood, one of these little cauldrons. I mean, they all tend to have the same things, I must say. And then you have some barrel there, okay. Then we have a cauldron there. It seems to be right in front of the door there. Is that meant to be there? I think that's kind of got stuck there, hasn't it? I think it was somewhere else and that's kind of got stuck. And then we have some wood on the left. Then we go into the Riverwood Trader, of course.
Maybe you could talk some sense into my pig-headed brother.
Yeah, and you'll get that conversation. Right, if we come in, we'll have a fire straight in front of us. It's the best place to have a fire, is right in front. Okay, then we have the counter here. I'll be with you in a second. Then we have some bottles of wine here. Torches run out. A basket there, okay. A weapon here on the side.
What can I do for you?
If we look on the right here, we have a kind of cupboard with a sword and a mace on there. We have a chest, and a barrel. Now you probably wonder, why am I going into great detail? Well, all shall be revealed. Alright, then we have some bottles on the top there, and lots of cheesy comestibles, as I call them. It's a kind of a Monty Python thing. Plus another cupboard here with some wine here and a couple of mugs. And I'm looking at one right now, which is my picture on the thing. And another joke there thrown in, and a basket there, and some money hiding down there. Sneaky little chap. A carpet here.
What
And
can
a
I do
carpet
for
there.
you, friend?
Here a carpet, there a carpet. And of course the lovely Camilla with some wine on there and a mug.
Maybe you could talk some sense into my pig-headed
And you could
brother.
say she's a mug as well. But there's Camilla Valerius, that's her that's a full name. And then we have a barrel there with
You're not from
another
around here.
storage,
makes two
you know,
of us.
like cupboard there. Baskets, some barrels here. There's about 4 or 5 barrels there. Actually, it's 5 barrels there. Some
I
more
help you?
wood here. And then if we go up the stairs, you're thinking, why is he streaming this? Well, ye shall see. Right, then we have barrels up there. We have a small table there with a fish on the wall. Okay. A cupboard on the left with another one of these kettles. Apparently they're very popular around here. And we have a table with 2 benches. Okay. And there's Lucan himself. And then we have some bottles of wine on here and some food. And then over on the right, this door leads outside. Although I didn't
I'm
mean to
still
do
here.
that, but I've done it now. But then you notice there's a top bit here with a couple of barrels, and that leads round here to some stairs going down. Okay. I meant to point
Can I
out
help
the
you?
door and accidentally pressed the button, but don't matter because that will see the outside as well. Then we have a basket there with a box at the end of a bed, a small round table with some wine on and some money, and a little kind of dresser here, another bed with a chest at the bottom here. Now I don't know if there's anything on the wall up here. There's a fish there and a couple of heads there. Alright, and carpets on the floor as usual. Alright,
What can I do for you, friend?
all very interesting, isn't it? Well, I hope you'll find this interesting eventually. Alright, but I thought I'd show you all the delights.
We've stopped.
Now, what I might do is, you know, let's get into the sunshine again. Now, this might throw a wobbly on everything, of course. Let's go forward, say, 12 hours. I hope I don't bring forth the rain, because I put it on a couple of hours, because it was absolutely steaming with rain, and I wouldn't see it in its best light. Oh, look what's happened! It's raining. Well, there's a shocker. Okay, so did see sickly sounds? I hope. Here comes thunder. Right, then we're going to have a look around the back. Now, in between these 2 houses here, there's just like a barrel there, some plants there, plant on the left.
Maybe
there,
you could
right,
talk some
right
sense
there,
into my
left.
pig-headed brother.
Right. We won't want to look at the pub yet, but there's this bit at the back, this little ladder. Now at the back we've got old Hod making his way there to the old woodcutting area. Maybe save the torch. There is Fanduel with his, you know, his bow. Look at the word there. And he's off on, and they all have their own schedules. And there's two lots of wood at the back here. Now, if we look up here, hello Girder, how are you? There's a ladder that leads up to the old entrance bit there, and then we have Fanduel's house here. Okay, now Fanduel, because he's out and about, he may have locked the door, but don't bother, we'll let ourselves in. Don't you worry about that. There's a wood and a barrel here, alright? And then we'll sneak in. You know, we have Fanduel's key, I do believe. And we're coming here. Hopefully he won't come in while we're doing this little tour here. Now, if you come in, again we have the fire right in front of us. That seems to be a common theme in this village. And then we have a table on a bench, another one of these kettles. They all seem to have the same things. Some wine over there and a keg, a beer keg, and then we have you know, some baskets and barrels. A table here with a chest, another one of these cabinet things with some potions on here, and books and things. Lots of food hanging up, of course. Yet again, there's antelopes here and fishes on the wall. And to our right here, we have a bed here with a cupboard, bedside table. Don't forget the wood here piled just there. Obviously it's a wood cutting area, so there's been lots of wood, so obviously it's the local choice. How they have obviously not invented coal yet. Right, and then we have sorry, I just popped that out. Now chest over there, and a nice round table there with a couple of chairs and a bucket there. But you know, what can I say but bucket? Right, we come out into the blazing sunshine, and we look around the back of this garden. You see, he's got a little garden here. What's growing here with a barrel. Okay, there's actually a bench there. And then we look on this side, pretty much nothing, but there is a wall. Okay, I don't think there's anything much up there. No. Right, then we'll work our way down. Hopefully I'm not doing this too fast. But with our new tools that we have, you know, to slow stuff down to water speed, so that I'm so... We'll speed it back up again. Then we have this fence all the way around Girder's house. This is Girder's house. A couple of moo-moos in there. Sorry, I don't know what came over me there. I came over all moody-fied. There's a wall there, another wall here, and a trough, and a ladder leading up to yet another one of these little gargoyle things. There's a couple of stashes of wood there. Alright. Okay, with a lantern thing here. Alright, that leads up to there. Okay. Right, then we have Girder and Hot House, which of course is something special, isn't it? Because they are the, you know, they are creating the economy in this, which supposedly was going to be a thing in Skyrim, but was hacked out in the last minute rather cruelly. Where you can affect the economy, because if you like kill the blacksmith and you know, or Girder or whatever, and Hod, you know, there'd be no wood production and prices would go up. But that never came into Skyrim, unfortunately. Right, as you can see, this is kind of like an L-shaped building here. All right, and we go through the door, the Hod and Girder's house.
Can I help you?
What can I do for...
Not today, no. Again, the warming fire as you walk thrust through the door.
You're
Then
new around here.
table
Sorry,
and chairs
Daniel.
there. Another
Don't get on
kettle.
my bad side.
Yet more food hanging about, doing nothing. Then we have some baskets there. Then another one of these. What do you call this? Storage? I don't know. I can't remember what they called. Storage kind of contain, you know, I don't know, cupboard thing. Right, and then we have a bedside cupboard dresser thing with a chest on it. We have a bed. We have another kind of small dresser there. We have a fold-away bed there. Okay, take note of that one.
Get me mad.
And then we have a
I'll
counter
play.
here with beer
Not a
kegs,
little,
some wine
a lot.
bottles, and some food.
I'm still here.
Yeah, another antelope. There's a chair back there somewhere. Then we have another barrel here, another wardrobe.
Everybody
Okay.
around here is so serious.
And then a bed at the end here
What is it?
for two people. Wonder who they're for. Oh, for Girder and and Hod. Right, and then we have a chest there, bedside tables, with a little bottle on there, and you know, some, what kind of these little torches things. A couple of barrels there, a round table
So I
and
like to
two
have a
chairs.
little
Seems to be a
fun.
common
So
theme.
what?
Yeah, this is a bit cheeky. This little kiddie, you know, I'd whip him over, you know, I'd nudge him to go borrow my elbow, but
My friend
Come on,
Dorothy
give
doesn't
him a
like my
nudge.
pranking. You're being
No,
mean,
won't.
Frednar.
there's a
So
barrel
what if
there,
I-
another one of these cupboards there on the left. Okay, so there you go. There is secret, and I think it's Hod's house. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but you know, it's windows quite high up there in there. Right, onward we shall go. Okay, on this strange tour that we're doing for some unknown reason we do not know. And it's wicked out. It's wicked, really wicked. Then we come along, of course, to the Sleeping Giant Inn. And you notice along here we have a barrel there. We have a couple of barrels here and some nice plants, which, you know, leads around to the back with this cart. With again some nice cabbages in there and some plants. Okay, fence only kind of goes up to about there. Okay, so we've got a nice fenced off area here. Okay, now we'll just look around the outside first. Now they've all got a daily routine. He's collected some wood. I've written down some notes actually on the back of a piece of paper. At a certain time I noticed this. But Alvor's wife, she collects water, right, and then she walks to the trough. So she collects some water from the river. She goes down there. She goes down there. She goes into the water. I'm not sure if it's there, it might be round to the left. But she goes into the water, collects some water, then she walks all the way along here. Okay? And she puts the water into the trough. And then she goes and gets some more water. Now the precise time for this, I couldn't care less. But, you know, I did write a time for a certain thing. At 10 a.m. in the morning, she goes down to get some more water, right? And then she comes back along this stretch here. She goes along there and does some gardening. And she start hoeing the ground along here and probably watering the flowers, right? And then let's see. She goes again. Then she walks along the walkway to the stump, and she sits down by the river. So she goes across here. Hang on. She goes across this area here, and there's a kind of stump over there, but not by that tree. And she sits down there. Now, I just threw that one in, but that's not really relevant, to be honest. Right, we have a couple of barrels here. We have some wood on the left. We have a seat here, a bench there, and a barrel there. Okay, I'll do the outside of this. Notice there's a fence all the way around with some plants. Okay, all the way around here. And then we have a couple of barrels on here. Alright, with a ladder going up onto the top of the old, I don't know, the guard wall or something. I don't know, wall. Then we have another one of these things here. Brazier things, that's the word. Brazier there, and then the bridge. Okay, leading across the other side. Now, across the other side. Across the other side, you will see. Well, there's a lamppost there, but there's some signs here saying, you know, Riverwood that way, Overstead, blah blah blah, blah blah. Solitude White Run over. So, Solitude White Run that way, and then.
What can I do for you, friend?
Well, up this way, I do know is Bleak Falls Barrow. Okay. Right, let's hurry this along. You're thinking, wow, this is interesting, Ray. No combat, no nothing. Well, we'll see. We'll see what goes on. Right, and then we come up to the Sleeping Giant Inn, which is very quaint. It's got a nice little kind of top here, and a lovely little top on that bit there. And you know, it's the same. You know, it's all kind of thatch roofy stuff. And you know, this one building here is a little bit smaller than this one. Not quite so high. This has 2 floors. This has 1 floor. Okay, there is a kind of smaller bit there, kind of it's covered. Right, let's get on with it. And here's the Sleeping Giant Inn. There's the sign on the wall. And then we go into the Sleeping Giant Inn, where they tend to congregate on an evening and get plain drunk. There's Alvor, you know, Fanduel, you know, the drunken guy, Embry, who's always on the cadge for a drink. You know, try doing some work for Hod. You know, you can go in there and live, you can go there, chop some wood, and sell it in Skyrim to Hod or Girder, I do believe. Right, inside the
Let's get going.
inn here, we have a table and bench on the left. Okay, let me get a torch out. Probably ignore the people trying to talk to us.
Sorry.
A couple of barrels there.
I'm still here.
Some wood around the back here.
You'll take care of it.
Right. 3 chairs and 3 carpets, and a couple of carpets sitting down on those chairs. One is Embry, the other is Hilda.
Let's get some meat.
Evening. The guy, you know, she kind of thinks there's dragons around. I'm kind of thinking she might be right. There's a couple of barrels over there. Well, 3 barrels
You're
there.
kind of
So a
fuzzy.
table here. You notice there's kind of wood beams along the side here. Don't bother counting them. Right, there's a table there, table there.
What do you need?
And, oh, actually, there's
What do you
3
need?
tables. I didn't know that. 3 tables there. Right, then a little kind of alchemy bench here to do your little potions. Then over here on our left we
Good to
have
see you, my
another
friend.
bench and chair and a table. Okay, and then we have 2 rooms. If going in here, you will notice there's a cupboard there, bed on the left with a chest on the end, and a table, chair, and a bottle of wine. Then if you go into the second room, okay, the bed is on the right, the table and chair is on the left. They've kind of done a reversal there. Then we have a bedside kind of cabinet with a basket, a chest at the bottom of the bed, and of course a pillow.
What can I help you?
Right. Then around the side here,
Your
well,
dad
let's
visited
go around
when
to the
poking
front.
around.
We have a
We
nice
got
counter
rooms
here.
and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
And he's Ardnor. Of course, the old lady was Hilda, that was Embry, and the other people are just people that are cloned in, you know, like
Need a
Zelda.
room? Talk to Delphine.
Here's Delphine, by the way. Delphine, she also owns this pub with Ardnor, and they're always arguing about something.
I'm
Right,
just
some
a
wine
cook,
on the
lad.
thing here. A couple of beer kegs here, alright? And then we have a chest, a barrel there with another one of these cabinets. Yeah, cabinets, I suppose you could call it. A keg there, and some wood there. Alright, another one of these cabinet things
innkeeper.
here with
It's
lots
my
of bottles of
business to
wine on the
keep track
bottom.
of
A few
strangers.
mugs, and a bit of a mug standing right there as well.
What can I do for you, friend?
Down here we have all these kind of accoutrements. Don't concentrate too much on that.
I'm still here.
Why you made? Well, I mean, maybe on the bottles down there. Now, over here we have a
We don't get a lot of
fermenting
travelers here in Riverwood.
thingy.
Let's get going.
Kind of,
The war
apparently
keeps
it doesn't
most
have a
folks
name.
away these days.
But it's a fermenting thingy. Barrel, that's it. And then some barrels here, some barrels there, here's some barrels everywhere. About 4 barrels there. Okay? And then nothing on this side. Okay. So we've seen this kind of front area. Okay? Now I don't know about decorations in here. Not at least they haven't got the antelopes this time. Thank goodness. It's getting rather sick of those. Right, and through here we have their room, of course. Now I have noticed.
A warm fire.
Well, let's first we just do the room tour. Right. Now you've got a kettle there and a basket. We have a table with a crab above it, and some wine, and some other stuff on there. A nice posh chair here. You know, this is a very posh chair here, better than all the rest. I wonder what. A nice wardrobe here. Apparently it requires a key. A table, a basket there, and a basket in a bag. Also an old bag outside. There's a lovely single bed here, which is a bit odd because there's 2 people that live here. You get the kind of feeling there might be something, you know, I don't know, not quite right with the 2. I don't know. Chest at the bottom there, nothing around the back, apart from a basket there, and there's a bit of a basket there as well. Ha ha! Get another one. But yeah, you know, she must be doing all right this day. She's got bags of money here, you know, lots of wine on there. You seems to be doing all right, eh? You're doing all right, Delphine. It's all right. I'm just having a look, just doing a room tour. If you'd like to back off a bit, the torch has gone out as well. If you could just could you back away? All right, well, you come in a bit further then. You know, you're kind of cramping my style there, lady. Don't mind if I call you lady. Yeah, they don't like it when you walk into the room. Well, you gonna back off or not?
You're that visitor
Yeah, I would
been
like to kinda-
poking around.
Oh, it's not very nice. Right there, sweeping the floor. Lovely warm fire
We
to
got rooms
warm
and
the
food.
cockles of your
Drink,
brine,
too.
and apparently this
Ain't
burns
much
me
else to
now
tell.
because I got a special mod or something. Oh no, apparently it's not.
Hello, friend.
My God, this one doesn't burn. Right, there we go. Okay, nice wood beams there. And we come outside. Come outside. Well, we got time to spare. Sometimes there is a horse at Riverwood outside, but that's the only reason there's a horse here, which is definitely by the way, is because you know there's a mod where I've got a follower there. This is quite a well-known person that's on Twitch and YouTube. She's a girlfriend of somebody. She's got her own Twitch channel now. Right, there's a wall there. Right, okay, so there we are. I hope that now take your time to go around this in high detail and stop. And, you know, if you're interested. Now, I don't know whether this will be interesting to you, but I think it's very Riverly. Okay? for one apparent reason. So all shall be revealed. Loads of cart there, you see. They're chatting away there, having a whale of a time. And there you are. And there's Riverwood. Right? Isn't that a lovely town? Lovely woodworking town. Full of wood all over the place. Which of course goes across the kingdom. And into the whatever. Now if you've got the Lord of the Rings mod on PC. And want to go into, you know, the west gate of Moria, will be just along on the right hand side there, but we haven't got that on here. Okay, now there we go. I thought you might like that. Now my next one is going to show a very special mod dedicated to a very sweet lady who is in the Elder Scrolls 6, and I will reveal that next time. So let's get out of this filthy rain. And we are Legolas, by the way. Very good likeness to Legolas. With a green outfit as well. And of course, our good friend. He seems to have grown slightly. Sometimes they kind of grow. Just a bit odd, you know. Yeah, sometimes they kind of grow taller. And then they shrink back down. It's got, but you know, you got to work with that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you all next time. And from the two of us, or Grinch face there, and of course the elegant, masterful, and incredibly athletic
Can I help you?
Legolas. Kind of ruin the view now. I'd like to say a hearty bye-bye and just take all this down, slow it down, just watch it in great detail. It all will become apparent. And I'll see you all next time. And guess what, guys and gals? I'll see you later. Bye everyone. Have a great day. Don't forget to follow and the like, by the way. And even to subscribe would be nice. Thank you so much. You gonna stop? Yeah, I might as well. Stupid, isn't it? Why ain't moving this? I don't know, but wait and see.